How to Trampskate, that's right. Today I'm gonna be doing a tutorial. I haven't done a tutorial video in like years, pretty sure. But a lot of you guys have wondered why I'm better at tramp skating than regular skating. And to me, I'm like, because you bounce 6 feet in the air. But a lot of people can't do it. So I thought I would make a video showing how to do like the basic stuff. To me, it's significantly easier because you literally don't have to do the most fundamental thing in skating, the ollie. The trampoline just bounces. That's how a trampoline works. So yeah, let's get into this. All right, first things first, if you just like put a skateboard on the trampoline and start bouncing, it looks like this. Like it just flops around. So if you want it to stick to your feet, you kind of have to like bend your legs with it, like this. It just looks cooler. Does it do anything? No, it doesn't help, but it does look cooler. So congrats, you learned how to ollie. Normally I don't even do that though. Like if I'm about to do like a flip trick, I'll just do the flip trick, like that. How about I start with that, kickflip? Because you already know how to shove it. You do that, you shove it. Back foot, spinny, shove it. I'm so good at tutorials, it's crazy. Okay, so kickflip is a lot like how you do it on a regular skateboard, except way easier. You don't have to put your foot right here, you know, like popping the tail and stuff. Ignore it. I guess I kind of do it a little bit, but honestly, like I'm pretty sure you could kickflip with your back foot right here. You can. So everything with tramp skating is way more kick down, less kick out. Like in skateboarding, you know, if you do a kickflip, you want to flick like this, flick of the foot, just like that. You kind of do that with tramp skating, except when you go like that, you go down. Let me show you. Check out this front foot. That was the worst kickflip that's ever happened. You see that? You can like do it slow, you can do it fast, you can do it however your heart desires, but it's definitely more of a kick down. In fact, if you start, you can literally just kick down like this. Did you like it? Like, you can literally do that because you're skipping the ollie part.
That's pretty much what I do.
Yeah, that's what most people do on a trampoline, I think. But if you want to make it stylish, then you do definitely flick forward and down. So it's like, like that.
You have to make the sound too.
Yeah, you have to go E. Terrible landing, but you get the idea. Next up, heel flip. A heel flip is probably one of my favorite tricks on a trampoline and one of my least favorites on a skateboard. I'm terrible at them on a skateboard. Yeah, on a skateboard, they never tweak out. They flip really slow, like not in a good way, like in a primo way is what I mean. On a trampoline, all I think about is kicking straight out. I'm not sure, I just scratched my watch. I'm not sure why, but unlike a kick flip where you want to kick down, for me, I kick just straight off the nose. I don't think about going off the side at all. I literally try to kick forward. And it does a pretty radical flip. I'm so sorry that I said that. Let me show you. So yeah, I put my foot right there, right below the bolts, even though there's no bolts on this. And I roll my ankle, like not in a painful way, and kick right there. Just like that. And I don't know why my heel flips are better than my kick flips on trampolines. And if you want to super like, whatever this is, you go like this with your back leg. So it's like, you're kicking stuff. So that's literally what I think. I think of ninja kicking. Oh! Just like that. Pretty cool. I like it. Yeah, if your heel flips are flipping too slow, just kick faster, like harder, better, faster, stronger. Daft Punk. And if they're too fast, just, you know, chill out a little bit. Take a chill pill. It's fine. Everything's fine. But yeah, that's how to heel flip on a trampoline skate. Next up, right after the heel flip, is my second favorite trick, frontside heel flip, which I've literally never done on a skateboard. This one is exactly like the heel flip, except when you're like about to do the bounce to go up, you're gonna twist your shoulders. Like you're gonna wind up on the bounce before, twist the shoulders. I like to kind of do the heel flip, catch it, and then turn. I'll show you. Okay, that was wacky, but yeah, I literally caught it right there, turned. Let's try to do like a more 180 heel flip. There it was. Okay, after doing it, there is something slightly different that I do. For the front heel, I do go a little more off the corner instead of straight off. And with my back foot, I ever so slightly pop up and kind of like a front shove motion. But if you do it too hard, it's just gonna fling out like this. That's like the epitome of shove it tricks in tramp skating. So yeah, you basically pop vertical, go like this just a tad, and go off like northeast. That's what I call, that's the northeast side of the board. And you wanna roll your ankle, of course, in a good way. Flick off, everything's great. And then you land it. And you don't right away switch because you don't have wheels. Next trick is a switch heel flip, which is another trick I am just terrible at on a skateboard, but on a tramp skate, it's the easiest trick in the world, for me, at least. It'll probably be easy for you too. All right, so this is kind of the cheating way to do it, but literally with a switch heel, you just jump up with your feet in switch position and you go like that. See that foot? That's all you do. That's all you do. And it's cheating because you're supposed to go like that, which I can do on a trampoline. But watch this, watch how casual. You don't even have to think about it. You like be solving a math equation while doing a switch heel on a trampoline. Like it's nothing. I'm gonna try to do it legit though. It's harder to do that. I don't think I've ever done a legit one. That was kind of legit. Look at me go. There it is. Yeah, switch heels are super easy. And the reason why they're easy, you don't have to know how to switch ollie. That's pretty much every single trampoline trick. That's why it's easier than a skateboard. But honestly, I learned these on a trampoline first and then somewhat understood the motion on a skateboard, and I've landed a few switch heels since then. So thank you, tramp skating. But yeah, you can really have your feet wherever because it's a trampoline. That's where I have mine though. Just pop up switch, then with your heel, just that. That's all it needs, baby. Sorry. Directly after the switch heel flip is the switch back heel because I think it's literally just as easy. In fact, sometimes I accidentally do a switch back heel trying to switch heel. If you know how to do a switch heel, literally all you do is the same thing, except you turn your body and your front foot kind of kicks in a way that it makes it do a shove it. And I know that doesn't make sense, but try it and you'll know what I mean. So like your back foot really doesn't do anything, but your front foot kind of pushes the board like that while flipping. Also a very casual trick. Boom, baby. I think this one's easier than a regular back heel. Like doing this, because that happens. Don't know why. Yeah, basically when you're doing like 180 tricks on a trampoline, unlike a skateboard, your back foot really isn't scooping or anything like that. It's like your front foot is doing the shove it instead of the back foot. Just like that. And literally, if you just turn your body, it will naturally kind of do that. And also, the same rules apply when you try like a switch inward heel. Dang it. Just like that. And if you want to really up the game, switch 360 inward heel, which is something I will never dream of doing on a skateboard. It's actually relatively easy on this because all you do is that same motion, you just kick harder. That's literally it. And maybe slightly go like that with your back foot, but I really don't think about the back foot at all. Yeah, once again, you can totally cheat on a trampoline board because normally you would go like that on a skateboard. You can just kick down and kind of guide it like this. If that looks weird, try it, you'll know what I mean. One more thing is when you're doing flip tricks on a trampoline, make sure your foot follows through because if it doesn't, it's just gonna hit your leg. So you really wanna like follow through and get your leg out of the way. There's that tip. Next up, varial flip. And if you know how to varial flip, you know how to tray flip on a trampoline, not on a skateboard, totally different. But on a trampoline, it is like basically the same thing. So here's a varial flip. There it was. Okay, there's a varial flip. I honestly think that's harder than a tray flip because the key to a varial flip is to not try whatsoever. Like literally, I have my foot right here and I just go like that. And if you kind of have it back rather than forward and flick off the side, the board will kind of want to do that on its own. I very slightly think of a shove it, but any type of shove it trick on a trampoline, you really don't have to like shove it hard whatsoever. It's like you're using your big toe to go like this, way less than a skateboard on the ground with wheels. So however hard your back foot needs to be doing things for this to happen, which is like nothing, it's basically what you do for a varial flip. And then your front foot ever so slightly flicks. Okay, a little more slightly. That was weird, but I did it. Next up is tray flip, which I think is actually easier than a varial flip because when you try to do a varial flip, you kind of naturally want to overspin it. And with a tray flip, that's what you do. You overspin a varial flip. I guarantee you, if you can do a tray flip on a skateboard, the first time you try to tray flip on a tramp skate, this will happen. And that happens because you scooped way too hard. You really don't have to scoop, like hardly at all, like to the point where it feels like you're not scooping. On a trampoline, you basically like scoop the tray flip with the front foot, kind of like earlier that I was saying. So you flick and you kind of push the board that way. That's at least how I think of it. If I try to scoop it like how I do on a skateboard, it does like a 900 with no flip. So yeah, you jump in the air, you flick and kind of push the board this way ever so slightly. It's basically a varial flip that you just try a little harder at. Like that. Like the best tray flip I've ever done. Another thing that'll help with that trick, if you're overspinning it, is don't put your foot in the pocket like this. Put it like on the tip of the tail, which for a tray flip on a skateboard feels very unnatural, but on a trampoline, it makes way more sense. See? Okay, last but not least, impossible. Or if you want to be fancy, switch back foot, impossible, depending on how you do it. This actually kind of teaches you how to impossible on a skateboard because it's the same wrapping motion, but it's way easier because you can jump 9 feet in the air. So yeah, this is what it looks like. That's what it looks like. Oh, there it was. I did it. So I'm not gonna lie, I actually think it's easier to do switch back foot impossible, which looks like this.
Ooh.
It looks like that, and it looks cooler in my opinion, but it's basically an impossible, but you kind of wait till the peak, and you also have your feet in switch position to throw everyone off. But yeah, you jump, switch. I like to have my toes hanging over the board like here, and then literally in midair, you try to think of your foot not leaving the board like this. Imagine that there's like glue on your foot attached to the board. And I don't know why, but yeah, when I do it switch rather than regular, like that, it stays on my feet easier. Don't know why, but it's a cool looking trick. You can add a 180 in it, I think, maybe. Ooh, first try though. Bolts, that's a fun one. And it kind of teaches you impossibles on a skateboard. Bonus trick, I just remembered. Remember the ollie? It's not even an ollie, it's just you bouncing like this. That's all you do. Do that, except twist your shoulders and scoop the tail. And imagine your feet glued to the board and you'll do a back 360. This also kind of teaches you how to do that on a skateboard-ish. But yeah, you scoop, that's the key. Scooping, back foot, tail, almost like you're doing a 3-shove. And you don't imagine, you imagine your feet glued to the board. That's it, dude. That's it. Why'd I get angry? All right, guys, that's how to tramp skate. I'm not sure if there's a video on YouTube explaining this. It kind of seems self-explanatory. You know, if you know how to skateboard, you feel like you might be able to tramp skate, but wrong, you don't. Just kidding, you probably do. It's just a little different than skateboarding. I think it's easier. You can cheat a lot. If you suck at flip tricks on a trampoline, just kick down and then very gradually start flicking out. You'll get it. You'll get the hang of it, dude. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell to never miss an upload. I have a gaming channel you can check out by clicking the card right there, and a store at samtaborstore.com. Here's my hair. I'm sorry. Most annoying bird I've ever heard.